Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test stream. Today we are taking a look at Cubasis 3, SynthMaster One, SynthMaster 2 maybe. Yeah, and this is what, I don't know if anyone was here when we did the stream probably about a week ago or something, where I composed everything here just using arpeggios and sequences. So tonight we're going to expand on this piece of music here, which is in the kind of style of Berlin School and Tangerine Dream, that kind of vibe, you know, which is lovely. I like that. It's very cool. I think it's all in A minor, to be fair. It's not going to change, you know what I mean? Why change a good thing, you know? Why change the chord sequences you love to play? Anyway, I'd like to say hello to everybody who's here in the chat. I'll say hi to Paul, Meerkat Music, Stefan, David, Nina, hi Hort, hi Dave, hello Joe, hi Colin. I think have I said hello to everybody? I'm not sure. Chat's moving now. I don't think Mr. Rimmer is here. Stephen Jones, hi Season. Yeah, no, if I've missed somebody, I do apologise. But anyway, hi Matthew. Right, okay, so cool beans. This, I have my little key step, and here is the sound that I'm gonna start with, which is really nice and grim. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this as kind of an intro. So pieces of music like this tend to go on for about, I don't know, in the real world, maybe between 12 and 20 minutes, you know, that kind of long, evolving kind of electronic music. But I'm just going to select the whole thing here. Oh, if I can. Know what it's like. Here we go. And I'm just going to move it all along. Now, I've got this set to bars because at the moment, that's all I need. Yeah, Sam, thanks, mate. Yeah, it's got a bug on it. Magic, I'll fix it tomorrow. I'm going to move this all out the way for now. Out the way. It's not going to play this sound all up till then, but we've moved it out the way, which allows us to now add an intro. I don't even need the metronome for this. The whole thing's running at 90 BPM. So basically all I need to do is start to play in some bits and pieces, nothing complicated. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of like a low sort of droney kind of thing. So all we need to do is for this, I don't need the metronome one because I can see where I'm going. It doesn't even necessarily, it's on auto quantize at 1.8, but actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch off auto quantizing and just play this thing as it is. I don't need to worry about anything else because this isn't time related or anything. So we'll hit play, hit record, and now I'm recording. Just evolves, and of course that's enough of that, and we can drag all this stuff back into suit sort of thing. So okay, we'll just let that fade out. And the first thing I'm going to do with this, because there's really no need to keep the synth active for this, so just to make life easier, what I'm going to do is duplicate this as it is, which will basically duplicate everything, including the sound, the Midi. I'm going to ditch the Midi here for this one, so just erase that Midi, and now I'm just left with the sound again for this. But with this one, the one we've just recorded, I'm going to freeze this out now. So hit freeze, it'll render our audio pretty quick and give us the actual the audio here. Now I'm going to move it back like this, and just see, it doesn't look like it's recorded, so interesting. Again, I've got it recording through my locators. I'm just going to hold this and it'll pick that up. Going to delete this one again. So if it ever happens and you think, oh, I haven't recorded, it hasn't recorded anything, don't worry. It's probably just the fact that you, I'm going to just delete this as well because it's an audio track. So I'm going to freeze this now, but make sure that it's going to freeze between my locators here. So this is how I have it set up in settings to mimic the way I have it to mix down. It's all in settings, that is. It's just stuff. Right, so now it was theoretically, hopefully freeze my audio. So I'm going to do this. Hopefully it'll render that. And there's our audio, which is great. Now I can actually delete the synth altogether. And every time I do this, every time I freeze audio and delete an actual synth, I'm saving on CPU. So basically now at the end of this, here, I'm going to take this back a little bit. And there, where it starts to deep drone, take it back a bit further, and I'm going to have it fade out like this. Now you won't really notice this, which is nice. You won't really notice it because when I bring this stuff back in, it's all going to fit together nicely. So we're going to select all this again. So I'm going to do this and just make sure I'm selecting everything that I want to move back now, like this. So I've selected this as well, so I'm going to have to do that again. So select, just select all of that, not selecting this. And now I can move this back to a place. Oh, sugar. Just bear with me, folks. This is the real life of messing around with audio. Okay, so we're going to drag this back in. I'm going to be carefully just expand this a bit. And where this is the thing that first comes in, we can have this coming around. Ooh, let's see, there. So we're still going to get some of this impact of the thing while it's going over this, but because everything's in A minor and I play these bits of pieces in A minor, it's all going to fit. So let's have a quick listen to see how that fits in. And I would suggest that if you're doing this like in the real world, then you can spend a little bit more time actually adjusting stuff. So mainly at this beginning point is just this. Oh, remember, you don't even need to go that far. So maybe that may be a bit loud, so we can adjust it in the mix or increase the fade. So here's the drone start part. Actually, I'm going to leave the volume as it is, maybe knock it down a touch in the mixer. That's really nice, actually. And I think as well with this, it wouldn't do any harm to put an actual effect on here. Maybe even just the basic Cubasis send effect, the reverb, just to give it like when it stops here. So it's not an abrupt change. Okay, so I think that sounds okay. So now we've got this second one. And we want to go in here now and find another effect for that first part. So let's see, shall we? Let's go. This time, let's try and do a search for effects. So sound effects. There's tons of them. This might sound nice. Let's try that, shall we? So we can. Yeah, that sounds cool beans. So let's get our quantizing back on just in case I want to record something. And again, 1/8 is fine because I'm just thinking. So I kind of want it to be, is that 1 bar before that? So yeah, let's just try that. And this time I will switch the metronome on, give ourselves a count in. Mono, strange. Oh no, so it's Midi, and it, dickhead. Right, okay, so I'm going to freeze this. Okay, so we don't need to be worrying about that anymore. And I can delete this, and I'll just open up another SynthMaster. I should have really just duplicated it, but it doesn't matter. So we shall delete that one, and this sounds quite nice now, I think. Okay, so not another effect there. Now we need something a bit more kind of maybe some chords now to start to kind of, but not like in your face chords, just smooth, like warmth. Let's see, let's add Midi, and let's see there. Let's go and find a audio unit, and we'll find SynthMaster. Let's go all the way down. I do wish that it had a search function. So I'm thinking, like, I wonder if I can. Let me have a look in SynthMaster. Let me have a look at SynthMaster One, and see, SynthMaster 1 and 2 are absolutely brilliant for this kind of Berlin school music. There's just really, you know, without having to go in and program the thing yourself, sort of thing. So let's see, let's maybe synth pad, strings. I'm thinking synth pad, and I'm thinking maybe, let's see what we've got here. Airy synth pad, maybe. Let's see, what's this one? It's quite nice. Oh, this one. There, you see. And I might actually be able to get away with changing a few chords here, so I'm just gonna have a bit of a play around. The trick is not to bring too much stuff in too quickly, you know. I missed the timing here because this is slightly got a swung feel, so I'm playing these, so which is an A minor, an F, G, sorry, A minor, F and G works absolutely fine with this, because you know we're all in the chord of either C major or A minor, you know. So it's relative chord, it's relative scale and key. So here is where I wish to come in, which is doink, bar 33, which is correct, of course, but with this one having that swung cellophane swung feel. Right, let me just, I think, yeah, for sure I'm gonna need this, so let me just give myself a 2-bar counting as well. So this should sound really nice, and it's a bit loud at the moment, but actually, what a sound though. Wow. Okay, so hang on, do it again. It's gonna go back to there. Yeah, that sounded absolutely the dog's nuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this, dink. I'm going to take away this MIDI here, erase. Then we've got another SynthMaster One already set up for us. And we can see how this sounds. And then I can quite happily just locate it here and freeze that track up, which again, I'm happy with that, so it's fine. Maybe a little bit of, we can get rid of that one now, so we can just delete it. Let's see if it sounds nice when it comes in without the metronome. Just a tiny bit off the lower end. There's a bug. Hi, James. Hi, Christopher O. Right, so we need to find, I'm after a particular kind of sound, so which is like a guitar sound. It's Tangerine Dream kind of use. It was, I mean, for half the time it was, to be fair, it's probably Edgar Froese playing guitar, but if I can find something that's kind of guitar-ish, Let's see, some of these are really yeah. No. This one will probably be absolutely fine for the kind of vibe I'm going for here. So let's see. Needs something, and it doesn't need me to play like a dick. So synth, effects were on. Delay. More of that. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Colin. You're right. It needs delay, and I think it also needs and just the nats off the top end, I think. So let's do this. So let's try this. This should be okay, and it doesn't need to come in directly after the strings, but. Something like that I think will work, and maybe bring it in when it hits what are these okay, I think there then. So make sure we're spot on. And we'll give ourselves a counting. I don't think we need anything else. We don't need the metronome actually on once it starts. So this should be okay. I messed that up. I want I want to kind of go like so. So. You know what I mean? So like it's like a bend. So if I just that kind of thing, and yeah, that would be just before. So if I maybe set this, I set it there to start. Actually, I don't even need the countdown. I can just, yeah, I know it's coming. So. Didn't give myself enough time. What a dick. Right, okay, hang on. So let's do Oh, that sounded absolutely crap. So I'm just going to stick with my original plan. Okay, cool. So another something there-ish when that ends. So like again, let's use. I want to use SynthMaster 2 next, so I don't need to worry about duplicating SynthMaster 1. So we can just freeze that out. Again, I'm going to select where the audio is. Otherwise, it will freeze wherever the locators are set because I have it set like that. So we'll just freeze that there. And then we can get rid of that one though. Okay, so that's okay. So like I said, underneath it, I will choose another. I will go and find SynthMaster 2. So let's just add Midi and go here. Audio units. Hope you were all well as well. Oh, I've done some epic stuff earlier with the Live and XM. I'm planning a big thing with the Live and XM. A big thing. Right, okay, so SynthMaster 2. All right, so let's find, this time I want a pad sound first, but something a little bit more brassy sort of thing. So I mean I let's see. Oh, we've got a brass thing. So we. Oh yeah, that's very cool because that's kind of. Modulated itself. Let's try this. I know it's a bit loud at the moment, but let's see how if it works with what I kind of... Because the idea here is that, you know, you've got this beginning bit, you've got this kind of actiony bit. Can we go to kind of a... We're not going to do this tonight, but we maybe can continue with this track as another kind of a project thing. This was Joe. I had no idea what I was doing tonight. Joe said, why don't you finish that arpeggiated thing you started the other day? So that's a good idea. So let's see. We go with this where we kind of lead is. So. I'm not really sure if that high Russ, I'm not really sure if that sound is right for that. I think maybe just maybe this kind of classic Vangelis style brass would be better. So you'll see these start to fade out, which is good because anyway, you'll see. Do you know what? No, I'm not happy. I want something that sustains now. So I'm going to go back onto something like... Let's see what we've got in pad. Well, not my... That I like. Let's see what this sounds like. Nothing's written in stone, is it? You know what I mean? I don't... Right. See, Colin's right. This would make a better sound to transition into the next section. Right, so I think I'm going to start to record this here, then we'll freeze it, and then fade. This will fade in. So just record this. In fact, I'll record this kind of thing, this sound. I'll start it just after the guitar, so we can. You'll see what I mean. So we can just have a count. So actually, we don't even need a count. So we'll just start it off. Because it's got like little bits of effects mixed in with it. So cool, that sound. So this has got to hold for a little bit because it will like fade out and fade in, of course. That's an awesome sound, that is. That's really, really, really cool. In fact, the fade it's on its own is good enough. Still fading out now. Okay, so I think best thing to do, of course, is stop it. I'm really happy with the way it turned out, so we no need to actually. We'll just set the loop points in the correct place for the freeze of it. And yeah, make sure and freeze that. Cool beans. And it's too late now, so we don't really need to go any further tonight, but I think if anyone's interested, we can use this. We can do this maybe next week, or we can add some more bits to it. Could be could be part of the new Denks and Clade album. Could be. We've got tons of projects, tons of stuff for that now. Colin's going to be adding guitars forever, synths and guitars and things and drums. Right, so we're going to delete this because we've got it here. Obviously, we want to be freeing up our CPU. I think we need to definitely, this needs to kind of, oops, I got a minute, let me just undo. Although, to be fair, it didn't really matter. Let's get up close a little bit and decrease this like this and hold this, and we'll fade this in over just where it starts to fade out, so it's it's better. Hopefully that will sound okay. We shall see. I'm going to run through the whole thing now, guys, and give you a chance to actually say to our tweet, sure, that's the entire project compressed. We don't need that on. Let's go back to the beginning. I think it's 10. I think it's working out okay. Yeah, I think so, Colin. But no, I think it could, we could have I mean, we've got a couple of these kind of tangerine dreamy type things, and I think some of the stuff we did in Nano Studio as well, didn't we? When I was saying we could use this for a Denks and Clade, this for a Denks and Clade, kind of very electronic. Of course, the Denks and Clade stuff is more electronic-y based anyway. So, okay, guys, bless you all. Thank you so much for joining me this evening, where we took a look at Cubasis 3 and adding chords, some effects. We can add more effects and some melodic content and stuff to attract it. We started using with just arpeggiators, arpeggios and sequences. So yeah, awesome stuff. So brilliant. Anyway, you can thank you. We can have a listen to it now and see what it sounds like as a complete thing so far. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you very much. Ta-da.